Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 422. So I forgot to mute the laptop.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving.
I said I wasn't going to do another show until the weekend with my special guest, but yeah, I just felt like doing one, so stuff it. Still more to talk about.
Let the beat control your body.
We're going down for party mode. Who's joining me? Probably no one this time, right? Everybody will be tucked up in bed. Kiwis should be in bed too, probably. You never know, even with strangers. And then I'll pre-air this on YouTube later. Hello, good to be back. We just love ufology. That never gets old. Never gets old. Are we back to the desktop? Not yet. Here we go. And there's aiming great. I'll just do a check on the audio. And there's aiming great. I'll just do a check on the audio. It sounds pretty good to me. I'll just mute that. Click on a few things here just to make sure we got maximum speed. And we should be ready to go again. Okay, let's type up the side chats. Anyone out there? This time of night, probably only aliens. Okay, welcome to channel live 422, and we're getting closer to 700 uploads. So today I'll talk about UFOs Declassified and then a new stupid video out from Corbell. But he seems to be getting a lot of airtime, doesn't he? Declassified. Pentagon reports. Now this is the real truth, though. The real truth. None of that nonsense on TV. So it looks like we have to remind people who they're dealing with. And these TV hosts out there don't know who they're dealing with. Pretty much fraud in ufology, as far as I'm concerned. It's really annoying. Of course, they're making millions of dollars out of it too. But yeah, it's kind of funny though. Talking heads that like being on TV. So first up, there was a thing out today, a TV live event which you could catch on if you managed to get it on Twitter. A link to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it in time and wind back to the beginning. It was 3 hours long. And it had all sorts of talking heads on there, from Nick Pope to Corbell to George Knapp. And it was too depressing, too saddening to watch it anyway, because it was just terrible. So I hate to think what the early stuff was like, but from what I saw in the tweets, it was about all old cases that we've debunked already. So I think I just need to just go through. It'd be good to play the live stream and then go through it bit by bit and break it down. I'm pretty sure someone will probably do that, maybe if they get a copy of it. But then you have to fight Discovery Channel and Travel TV, who don't honour fair use. But they're talking to the wrong people. They need to talk to the people that know what they're doing and looking at these videos. And the talking heads they have on have zero skills, really. They do. What's George Nat done? He hasn't done anything. Apart from retired. He's meant to be an investigative journalist. Maybe he was back in the old days, but he's not anymore. He's peddling these frauds, movie makers, and hanging out with likes of Secureteam. I remember him sitting at a table with him. So what's going on there? It's disgusting. And he knows exactly, because I talked to him way beforehand, getting him all the evidence under the sun to expose Tyler Clockner, and he wasn't interested. Palmed it off. He doesn't like debunkers. So George Knapp is a failure for ufology. He's not after truth. Because if you ain't willing to expose the frauds in ufology, then what are you willing to do? You know, there's no Project Veritas who exposes lying, corrupt politicians, is he? And Corbell, what the hell is he? He's just some filmmaker hack. Couldn't even put a decent edit of a movie together. It was terrible. My GUFON movie, you know, probably spent less time editing that together, and it still come together better than his did, because I had it in sections, and I didn't feature in it. Didn't take it over. So no doubt it might become available where you can buy and download it, or there'll be some leaks, of course. Who would want to pay money for that garbage, really? Pilgrim's UFO Declassified. Yeah. So it's all about money, isn't it? Kicks off tonight. So is there going to be more of these crappy shows? But you got to remember, Corbell, he's a player. He sits down with the frauds, as well as the Navy pilots. And you got to remember, he put this out on Facebook, and I just have to remind people what this character's like. Now, he's not as bad as Third Phase of the Moon. His videos are equally as bad. But saying he's worse than Third Phase of the Moon is not true. You could say they're equals. But yeah, he's up there also with Tyler Clockner now. He didn't used to be. He had some credibility, but it's going down the toilet. More and more he puts out garbage. And he put out a new video, which we'll look at and talk about. So this is what he said about Secureteam. Now this is after I sent him emails begging him not to go and do an interview on his channel to promote his movies. He totally ignored me on Facebook. I gave him links to all the leak of videos he did over the years, and this is what he had to say about the guy. Tyler at Secureteam is a good dude. Have you met him? Do we need to really meet him in person to know what he's really like? He's put out enough personal videos blabbing, full of lies, as you know. Lots of feel sorry for him messages that he's been in hospital. Haven't we all? I have enjoyed his broadcasts over the past couple of years. So he's a fan. He's a fan of Secureteam. He watches every episode that he puts out. His fans are also good people. How does he know? Has he met them all? They might be ex-cons and criminals currently bashing up people. These days, he just seems to be reporting the news. No, he doesn't. He fabricates. He's deceptive, and he's just been putting up CGI videos. And I've proven it. I know there was controversy with his background, so this is because he knows I sent him all those hoaxing leaks, and that was only just part of some of the stuff that Tyler's done to build up his UFO channel. So it's alright to be a hoax or fraud for many years to build up your channel, and then say you've changed. No, it's not. Because people don't change. Especially these people that white collar crime. They don't change. It's just too easy money. Why would they want to go out and work? But he's got enough. He should have earned enough money to be self-efficient. He shouldn't have to be on YouTube anymore. But obviously it's all gone up in drugs, right? And alcohol and God knows what. Holidays. These days he just seems to be reporting the news. Well, he does use news clips, that's right, to pad out his episodes, because he needs to make 10 minutes to be able to put extra ads in. I know there was controversy with his broadcasting in the past, but I hung up. He hung up? What's he mean? Hangs out. But I hang out with him and his family. Sounds kind of kinky if you ask me. We talked. He's a thoughtful, articulate guy. Yeah, he's an actor. He practiced all that sort of stuff. And we've been over that before. He's still got an advertising profile to be a model / actor. Perfect for someone to recruit as a disinformation artist. I got to know him. He's always been straight with me. Ugh, yuck. Jeremy, does that mean you're coming out the closet finally? In every way. In any light, we all deserve to move forward and better ourselves in our work. Give him a chance, or a second chance. Well, how many chances has he had now? Probably quite more than second chances. Or whatever you want, but think his work has been great ever since I have known him. So this is, you got to remember, this is the guy pushing for UFO disclosure, and yet you can't even, he's able to write off a really big fraud hoaxer like Tyler. And he can't even spot a hoaxer. He had to be shown. So why should he be credible in what he's revealing in videos now? Zero credibility. Zero skills. In any light, we deserve to move forward. Okay, so this is give people change scenario business again, which is kind of funny because GUFONS keeps claiming people change. Yet these guys all talk the same language, so they should be promoting each other and teaming up, sharing their subs and money, of course. We moved forwards. Yes, we did when he left YouTube, and finally the ufology was a wee bit lighter again, happier again, less noise being promoted again, and better ourselves in our work. Give him a chance, or a second chance, or whatever. I hear you, I do. I'm saying that Tyler I know is a stand-up guy. That's the guy I know. Maybe take another look at his work over the past year. Well, we've certainly done that many times, and it's still not changed. Tell me it's not good stuff. So he can't even tell crap stuff. Now, you put together spend a wee bit of time doing an edit, a 10-minute edit, still a live show, and it looks good. I have served as a dude who is leaning and evolving and reporting what comes across his desk on a regular basis. That's dedication. We need more of it. We don't need no Corbells, we don't need no Secureteams, we don't need any Blake Cousins or Third Phase of the Moon, and we don't need any GUFONS. and all the other ones that are sort of hanger-ons doing the same thing, including UFO Man. We don't need them. They can go on and do a cat channel or some other stuff, but in ufology, they're not needed. Because they're just fantasy drivers, and they've got their little cults developing now, who go and troll people like me, who speak the truth, and they just don't like hearing it. Not only that, I can prove the truth of things said, and the GUFON movie is such a thing. So again, I feel your grievances. However, my experiences has been great with Tyler, and I respect his work. Well, maybe you should get Tyler to edit your movies. He'll probably do a better job. Maybe that would be your first real paid job. We are all in this together, my brother. Let's all aim for higher and higher as we progress. So what is that? He weaponized his curiosity with Tyler Clockner, didn't he? And why did he put that out there? Because he got attacked, not just by me, but many other people. Hey, we got someone on the side chat. Kai Aura, we got someone that's late up in New Zealand. Same as me. How's it going, mate? I was just focusing on what I was reading there. Yeah, so a lot of people that haven't been following me for years probably will be the first time they've even heard that comment mentioned, but it's probably the third time now. And it is him, it is his tweet, and people can verify that. That's his logo. I just brightened it to make it easier to read. So, yeah, really that should be printed out and hang on the wall, just to remind people that a big movie maker working with George Knapp is quite happy to hang out with one of the biggest fraud channels on YouTube. And he knows he is. Puts out good stuff. So what the hell does that mean? Yeah, I don't speak Mary. Kai ora piha kaya. Yes, not sure what that means. Are you calling Corbell white trash? That will do, yes, I'd probably accept that. Alright, so what's Corbell done now? Well, he's been on that panel today, which I didn't get to see. Yeah, just learning T-Ringo. Ringo? T-Rio? ... Yeah. Corbell is running ufology with these non-UFO videos. So this is GUFON attacking him. But when you listen to him, it almost sounds like he's talking about himself. Although he's right about Corbell. About these silly videos. So let's just go back one video first. And let's Secureteam. Actually, before we go on to this Corbell video, while we're still talking about Corbell, I think there was some talk about Corbell on his Twitter. So let's just go there and just have a read. And just document what was said. Which I thought was hilarious. You can see there's infighting amongst the frauds, as I call it. Means how it's going. Okay, I'm sure some people out there may want to learn some Mary. Me, I'm more into German. Wie geht's? That means how's it going? And pardon is always a good word. Entschuldigung. By the way, 1337 here, other side of the planet. I thought you were in New Zealand. Yeah, so what's that? I know it's about lunchtime in UK. And they can join us. I think most America will be in bed. Or maybe some early risers, or maybe some on just finishing night shift probably. So this is a comment here. Anyway, getting back to Corbell and Tyler. Let's see. He may have deleted it. Yeah, he has. He's deleted it. He's just deleted it, has he? Well, it's just too slow. He was too slow. Corbell caught it finally. I wanted to document it. I should have taken. Actually, I have got a snapshot of it. I'll bring it up in a minute. Unless it's further down. Let's have a look. Damn. It was there an hour ago. He must have known I was going to bring it up tonight. ESP, eh? Let's see. I don't think it's there. Because it had at Corbell to it, so Corbell cottoned onto it. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's in the replies. There we go. No, maybe it's still there. This is why you document stuff, because people delete it pretty quick around here. Oh, here it goes. In the replies. I forgot to click replies. I don't know. Maybe you can ask him why he used my channel for his Lazar film promotion and never spoke to me again. Maybe then I'll post his footage. Sounds like something like bitter happiness there, doesn't it? And what was the question? Oh, it's under the video. Oh, we'll have to watch the video. Screw the haters, Tyler. So why do these youngins think it's all about hating? And the haters are actually truthers, right? They call out bullshit, especially those on Reddit. Anyway, what do you think about Corbell's USS Omaha footage? Hope you cover it in the next video. And you can see that Tyler is a bit bitter. He's not going to promote it until he hears from Corbell. I'm sure Jeremy is Devo. You don't post his stuff. Devo? What's that mean? Devoted? And what? 3 seconds worth of clips. Yeah, we're going to look at it in a minute. Friendly advice. Don't take business relationships personally. Your immediate outlets. You said yourself that this is your livelihood. It's a business. You may view your community as family, and that's cool, but it's still a business. Don't cresta yourself in your field. Understand the sting. But if UFO and UAP is world changing as most of us are thinking, I think you take it as a bit petty. Well, I don't like Corbell, but I still show his stuff and break it down and give my opinion on it. He might show something next time which we can't debunk, you know. But is he trying to be deceptive and to make money and to get himself on TV? I don't know. But surely he knows all about Tyler. And I think he knows with Tyler on the DUI and all that sort of business that's happened since, that he's got to stay clear of him. Bad for reputation now. He's not stupid, you know. He's on TV now. And if he goes on third phase, that'd probably be another downfall of him. You use people as well, Tyler. We know that, because some of them have spoken out about it. Yeah, so let's have a look at this video. This might be a bit funny, actually. Ja, Deutsch here, not Germany. Yep. Nicht Deutsch, you mean, don't you? So let's have a listen to this video.
So to the people in the comments, and believe me, I get a lot of love, but to those of you who tell me to stop posting merch links, well, how do you think I keep all this running? For free? How do you think I eat at night and feed my family? Because YouTube sure ain't paying the bills. So if you don't want to buy merch...
Social welfare, like myself. Handouts. Because no one pays me either. And I have to run my channel on oily rag. All my equipment and everything, you know. Look at the sad look on that, and the eyebrows. Needs to thin them out again. It looks like he's got big hairy caterpillars. Yeah, I think it's loud enough. That'll do.
Merch. Don't buy it. Enjoy the channel. So to the people in the comments, and believe me, I get a lot of love, but to those of you who tell me to stop posting merch links, well, how do you think I keep all this running? For free? How do you think I eat at night and feed my family? Because YouTube sure ain't...
You could always get a proper job, Tyler. I did cleaning, and I got multiple degrees. So you got to come down off your high horse. But doing deceptive videos like he's been doing, like I keep showing now, and I haven't had time to go over them all, but we might be able to do some more tonight. End of the night, thanks for the love. A lot of this stuff is rehash stuff. Same as Third Phase is doing at the moment too. Anyway, move on. Let's have a look at the new Corbell footage. But we'll do it with Mick West. He'll break it down. And I've seen it already, and I agree with his assessment. So let's just carry on.
So this is my quick take on this new UFO video that has been released by Jeremy Corbell, and it shows what looks like two sets of lights here, and they kind of like a pair of lights, and they're flashing. Camera appears to be really zoomed in. We can kind of see this grain in the background here. A grain noise, and the things move around. They kind of look red sometimes, but then sometimes they look white. So I think the redness is mostly just kind of an artifact of the camera automatically setting the white balance or something like that. You see the whitish here. And we keep going. They kind of go in and out of focus, like here.
I'm not too sure about the red there, because it looked like it flashed then, like you get with the red collision avoidance lights, right? But those lights seem too close together to be aeroplane, but and one flashing red light, so it seems to suggest it's some sort of other flying craft. And UFOs or drones is possible still, but they're not doing anything amazing. We'll just carry on.
You see
Now he was saying when it goes out of focus to me in Twitter, that's when it goes red. So let's see if we can spot that, and because he thinks they're just two white lights, but I'm not too sure, because that looked like it blinked then, and the other one took off. Was because he zoomed in or something.
Two white lights. This is probably the most in focus that they get, and then they kind of go out of focus.
So plane, as we know, got quite a few lights on it now. I guess this is not night vision because of the colours. So it's not the green screen. I'm not sure if it's filmed through a normal GoPro camera or what. I'm not sure what the specs is. But I think maybe if he's got the link to the original video, maybe Corbell's put it in the description. See if there's anything there.
Again, it's pretty hard for cameras to focus on small individual light sources. Zooming around like that, you see the two white lights. So we also see flashing lights as well, which seem to me to be consistent with navigation lights of a plane. So what this looks like to me initially, just looking at this video and not knowing anything else, it looks like the landing lights of planes that are far away.
Not too sure on landing lights there though. I would have thought it would have been three lights. So we might have to look for a plane comparison. But we know where the area was for that, wasn't it? It was near Los Angeles, and they had like heavy airplane traffic. So distant planes, but without the landing lights. I reckon they're wingtip lights myself, and the little flashy red light was the collision avoidance here happening. But
it could also, of course, be
he reckons not.
Drones of some sort that have these types of lights, but it kind of reminds me of a plane, just the way the lights are flashing. There's a cut there, so there's actually two segments of this video. The first one shows these two, and then the second segment shows these two, which appear to be further away. And again, we get the colors, but I'm not entirely sure how much of that is the actual color. Then this red chap kind of drifts into view here.
That one there is really solid red compared to these ones over here. So that's got to be a light.
And we see it kind of
it needs to be stabilized, I think.
Go across. And again, we see flashing lights that look very similar to...
Okay, that one's definitely got a definite blinking light. And the red would be collision avoidance light. And they're pretty damn bright. And you can't see the front lights because we're on the side view of that one. So that's obvious plane. That one's definitely a plane flying past.
To navigation lights from a plane. So my guess with this is this is two planes facing us very far away, either going directly towards us, essentially.
Yes, it could be two planes coming towards us, but landing lights, not too sure. It might be just the wingtip lights on at the moment.
And this is one that's going at more of an angle, so you see it move across the scene, and it's probably a bit closer. And I think that's pretty much it. It's zooming in on these two lights here. So it's very difficult to tell, obviously, what's going on here.
Again, it's lack of information, date, time, direction looking. You can't plug it into flight radar.
I think it's possibly some planes in the distance, also possibly some drones, but it doesn't seem to be like anything amazing. They're not doing any amazing movements or anything like that. It's just stuff either hovering or approaching a long way off. I'd looked at the July 15th air traffic a while back, and you see there's this constant stream.
Yeah, there's a stream of flight path flights. But is there anything... So if you're out here looking this way... whereabouts were they? They were on a boat somewhere here, weren't they? So... Could they be filming planes off in the distance? Coming this way. And then there must be another one that's coming in, going around and coming around that way. But you have to get the right date and time, of course.
Team of planes coming straight in. So if you were kind of underneath this area here and you were looking in this direction towards the southwest, you would see these planes appear to hover way off in the horizon. If you zoom in, way off, with your long zoom lens and the digital zoom. So that's a possibility. It's not for sure. It's very difficult to say without any real context. If we knew the exact time and location, you could possibly do some candidate planes. But I think pretty much it's either planes or drones of some sort. If it's drones and we don't know what they are, then could be foreign drones. That's a real issue. If it's planes, then it's probably they're just very far away outside of the range of where they would think they might be looking for. And if you think there's drones.
Yeah, so let's just see if we can get some plane images again. Passenger jet front view. Lights. Let's see. Okay, we've got front views but no lights. Typical Google. So there's a landing light, right? Smack in the middle. And you can see here the wingtip lights over the side of it. But he hasn't got it turned on. So that makes me a bit skeptical of it being landing lights, but it doesn't mean that it's not just playing with the wingtip lights on. And we can't see the blinking lights because they're just too small for the camera sensor to pick up. They're too far away. So yeah, nighttime. Okay, this one with wingtip lights, but it's also got a tail fin light, but it's a lot smaller. Oops. I'll keep looking. And of course, some big planes have a lot more lights. Now, landing lights, alternate landing light system. So here, landing lights is one on the side and one in the middle. And this one, the only ones I've seen around here have one in the middle. And two bright ones either side. Generally, because I've got a flight path over my place. Be good to get some real-time footage. I need the camera. I need money to buy the cameras, of course. And of course, the side view, you can see the beams of light through the haze. You can see there's a light to light up the tail. Also, end flasher and wingtip flashes, and there's also a collision avoidance underneath, which is the bright red one. Here's one now. Landing light and the two wingtip lights, right? It looks very similar to Corbell's footage of the planes taken off with all the lights on. But we want one that's far off and hasn't got the landing gear down yet. Where we got a picture of that, I don't know. But it would be good if we could find something. So there's one again with all three lights on. Coming down to land, I think. Okay, that one's got the alternative landing light as well, I think, is it? Or is that just a glare off the other one, off the body? It could be a glare off the body. Sometimes they have an extra one. Give us some planes. Okay, night. See if that narrows it down for us. Okay, there's the two wingtip lights. And the landing lights turned off. On that one. Landing lights. That one's got two bright spotlights on the wheels. And the wingtip lights are not on. Landing lights. So I'm not too sure if Mick's right about landing lights. I think they're just wingtip lights. Wingtip, tip, tip. There we go. There's the three lights on. They look pretty close to you see. And there's one with all the lights. You can just see those ones on the wingtip. So that's what I expect more if it was all landing lights on. Like that. So still haven't come across one that's only got the two on. I had the three on. Yes. We can't get anything. Here we go. What's that one? Can't see the other winglet light. But that might be the alternative landing light system. Where it's got one in the middle and one on the side on instead of both. Maybe the safe power? I don't know. Nowadays they got LEDs, so you shouldn't worry about it. There's a bigger plane that's actually got some extra lights on the wing. And it's got extra bright white ones. So, see, it varies depending on the airplane types. And there's one that's got the collision avoidance lighting up as well underneath at the same time. So it makes it red. This one with the three on again, you can see there's one in the middle. And that's what we're getting in the video. I want a good example. You'd think it'd be easy to find one just doing a quick search. Nighttime, nighttime. Probably 737s, is it? Well, let's try that. 737 lights. Plus the weird shapes for relatively slow flight, maybe. Then manned drone light. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's drones myself. Because it's off the coast of LA there, and it's just so busy. Okay, what have we got here? So that would be the typical plane, 737. Again, you got the landing light on the wheel, and you got two close lights on the wings, and also, actually, I think the landing light wheel is off. So actually got two underneath and two wingtip lights on there now. See, that's what I mean, they turn off and on different lights depending. So it must be on the other wheels as well, the lights as well for that one. So why is it not loading now? Come on Google, what's going on? That's weird, huh? There we go. There's two lights on the wing that look like the right distance in the video. So I think Mick is right. I think they are most likely planes, and it hasn't got the landing lights down yet, but it's still got the wingtip lights on. Don't know if we got any video of one in flight, so that would be really helpful. Burn lights explained. Well, we just want a video of someone filming one. Filming one from the ground would be really helpful. Lights. No, we don't want documentary. We just want examples. I don't like any of those videos. Help me with some light logic. Our bus, we have to light logic too. Next one, deliveries. Nope. No, we need one that's in the sky. Far away, really. So it's not coming into land or taken off, like, or just taken off. Cockpit lighting. Alright, well, let's see. Let's go for passenger jet high in sky. Let's see. Need to put nighttime, do we? They fly at 37 feet, 1,000 feet, because less wind reflection and better fuel saving, stuff like that. What are the trails? Nope. You take your phone, hundreds and hundreds of videos of planes. Seems to be getting harder and harder to find one. Damn, it would have been easier to film one tonight. I saw one in the sky earlier. Oh, gee, my ones are getting closer to the airport, so they probably put the landing lights down. Yeah, this is no good. Passenger jet nighttime. Okay, it's landed though, hasn't it? All coming into land. Let's have a quick look at that one. Yeah, you can see the wingtip lights and the landing lights, see? It's all going to be the same. But I want to know when it's in mid-flight, how many lights it has on. That you would see with a camera. See again, it looks like it's at the airports. Airports. And just landed. Stock footage. That one looks like it's like an advertising thing. No, just not gonna find one, are we? It's just ridiculous. Then jet crashes. No. I think Google knows I'm looking for it. It has hidden all the videos. Just to make my job harder. Oh well, doesn't matter. Microsoft Simulator. No. What's the other keyword we could try? Jet night time. Just less words, maybe. What's that one? Great. I didn't put jet in, did I? Let's see. What if we got any that might have been filming planes off coast of LA? Because that's really what we want. Stealth. Strictly over Los Angeles. See, how do they know they're not filming these from the ship stuff? Jets. So how many lights do they have on them? Off close mission off the coast. Updated. Any lights on them? That looks like a normal plane. Alright, there it is behind. So that looks like where they would be doing the Navy exercises even, isn't it? Squiggle, go back and land. Oh, I thought we were going to see some better images than that. Night Stalker. Long Beach. I wonder if we can play that one. Forces training. Looks like it's a news clip.
An explosion at the port of Long Beach.
Oh, explosions. They're practicing, that's why. Helicopters. Still no planes. No planes with lights that we want. Pentagon Declassifieds. Committed to you. Okay, what are we looking at on that one? It's not going to play. Why is it so small? 33%. Won't play. Alright. No go. There's any images maybe. Okay. That looks like boats. Here I am choking again. Boats, planes. Boat crashed into, plane crashed into the water. So, not really good photographs either of planes. Oh well, I'm not sure what else to try. We're seeing 3 lights, but none 2. Let me just get a drink. This niggle in the throat is just annoying me. It apparently is a side effect of the tablets I'm on. So let's see, where's the original footage? Here's it put it, the Corbell. Do we know what Corbell's link is? Oh, has he got a YouTube channel? Must have, surely. Corbell. YouTube. Let's see if we can get some more information. See, Corbell's everywhere, right? So they keep pushing that Krill one, which I've debunked so many times now. Puerto Rico one, right? And I've re-summarized it here. On this one here. They keep saying this is a real UFO, and it's not. And what I did is I've grabbed the frame here, and you can see the heart-shaped Chinese lanterns. And you can see it's got 2 hot spots here, and the other one's sort of faded away. But they were joined together and rotated sideways slightly, so they looked sort of round. Okay. And I went through it all, looking at their footage, and that's where they split. And it's amazing what you can do with editing tools to enhance things to be able to see things better. It's basically what I did, and I was watching the video frame by frame, and you could see them rotating, and of course when it rotates it's less heat shown to the thermal camera, and you can see then they fade away even crossing land. It wasn't just when they were over the sea. And here's one of these heart-shaped Chinese lanterns, right? So they had two sort of joined together side by side, and eventually they broke free. Now, other people investigated it. Mick was one, and another Air Force guy, I think it was, from South America, and he found there was a wedding party that was launching these Chinese lanterns. So 3 different people investigated it 3 different ways, all come up with the same conclusion. So it rules it out, right? So it shouldn't be on TV anymore. It's been debunked. And you can see here me overlaying one of these Chinese lanterns, I think it is, and dumbing it down. You can see that it's an absolute overlay match, right? And I was trying to get the right angle, because there you go, I've taken one of these and then sort of improved the cutting off the edge around and then overlaid it. But you can go and watch that anyway. And what other ones, I don't know what they promoted as legit, probably that one with the contrail, which turned out to be a passenger jet long distance, you know. And just goes to show the experts do miss things. So that was called the Aquadilla. I think that's how you spell it. Incident. It's not the best USO footage as many claim. You got it there, 3D. Hot balloon again. And the other one, what was it called? We have gone over it before too, but you can find it on Debunk. I was going to find Corbell's one, Debunk as well. And you'll see these ones always being repeated on TV. When they probably do a Google and find my video and watch an analysis breakdown of it. Debunk, UFO contrail. Let's try that. Here we go. It's probably that one, but you never know. It might be something else. Might be daylight one. Contrails are normally planes. Okay, so that looks like a plane, doesn't it? And you can see it tapers at the back there where the wing would be. And the wings you can't quite see because they blend in with the body. Little object underneath. Could be lens flare, of course. Can't quite see it there. But yeah, that's not the one I was after. Those are generally planes flying away here. A dotted contrail. I suppose pretty rare to see one of those though. But that wasn't the one I was after. South America one we want. What's it called? Was it Mexico or South America? Brazil, Mexico, maybe. Maybe I should put thermal in. Yeah, he's got a lot on his channel, on his website. Yeah, advertising bloom broken away again, has it? Oh, someone's got one outside the apartment. $1960. Early this year, 2014. So what is he talking about? 60? Anyway, I'm just getting sidetracked on that one. What else we got? Oh, this could be it. Maybe not. It's not debunk. Maybe it wasn't Mexico. Puerto Rico, Brazil, Uruguay. What's the other ones? Let's see, thermal. Chilean, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one I was after. Okay, the famous contrail one, right? And when we saw it, we thought BS. Well, when I saw it, I thought BS. UFOs don't leave contrails ever. The real ones. It's always shoot off vertically, and they don't leave any trail behind. And they never fly right to left. Not anymore, they don't. Why bother? Why not just shoot up vertically into space and just go into orbit and be over a place that you want to go very quickly, and then shoot right down on top of the house and none's the wiser. So here's the debunk on that one that Mick West has done, and they still put up on TV on all these shows like the one today, UFOs Declassified, right? And what they didn't do is they didn't take in long-range radar and look at the call sign for long-distance planes and see if it matched up with their horizon look. And of course they do this, or Mick does this with 3D vision. And overlays it from their perspective. And it shows what 4 engines look like, a bat symbol. Alright. Concorde. Where's the overlay he does? You can see they go right into it. Looks like some pictures have been deleted. I think he does overlay it somewhere. Me, you think I go into detail? These guys really go into it. Bash it back and forth. And they try to make example videos. because other people bring up other arguments meantime. So it goes on and on and on. Yet it's still on TV shows. And I think they've pretty much conclusively debunked it as a commercial jet, chopper, planes, and it was looking that way. So I'll post that one if you want to get into reading all that. Good luck to you. But yeah. Of course, you're seeing these short contrails that can happen because they're passing through a pocket of cold ice crystal air, and the water vapor crystallizes, and there's always a gap between the plane and the contrail. If you ever see any of the pictures, there's always a gap. And because it's thermal, we don't actually see a shape of the plane because it's hidden by the heat of the engines. And of course, it looks like a tic-tac or whatever, you know, and so it ends up being on these forward channels, right? So that was Chichilian. Remember the name, Chichilian contrail UFO. It's also debunked. But you know, I think they really need to summarize it here because it's just gone out of hand, right? Maybe he's got a video where he has done that, I don't know. So what was the plane number in the end? There was a plane number, LA 3330 at... Was that the one? We've got a plane number. So A340, is it? It's certainly plausible, but the first trail does also most like the two turbines of a A340. So there's two planes it could be, is what they're saying. Maybe they haven't got the exact time. Anyway. So how come the TV shows don't find that like we do, you know? Just search. So what was the other one called? It was called a Quilla. Quadilla UFO incident. All you have to do is type that in, incident debunked, to probably find Mick West's one, if not other people's. UFO splits into two. Does it say debunked though? We have to put maybe debunked or solved in quotes. Oh, there you go. On Reddit, George Knapp, Tic-Tac incident, Reddit. Let's see. Probably a balloon floating in the wind. Where's George Knapp mentioned? Yeah. So he called it a tic-tac, did he? So that's why he's a reporter and not an expert. So there's not much there. Continue this thread. This report that's mentioned at the GeorgeNet article, it shows how I came to my conclusion, but I suggest you do your own analysis. Is that actually posted by GeorgeNet? Who's the poster of it? It's got no I thing next to it. Is that the one with Mick West? Let's have a look. Google Drive. Oh no, this is the one analysis done by the, what's his name? Is that the one? The army guy. 2013. That's the third guy that did analysis and found a wedding party and all that. Background research. He went really into depth on it. And airports. Yeah, that's the one. He went into every detail and eventually come out with the conclusion that the same as I did. Splits into two. But he doesn't do video analysis like I do. I do video analysis, no one else does. In other words, I use editors, filters. Yeah, how many pages? Another 20 to go, right? That just goes on and on and on. But look how easy it was to find, though, you know. Detailed reports by a third person other than Mick West. That's just crazy. Look, I think that's way overboard. There's a simple solution. It shouldn't need to be this complicated. There you go, finally. The same balloon I found. But I did mine in half an hour, probably. Going through the video and taking frames. Ah, there we go. Is that the beach party that released it? Puerto Rico, there you go. But they're releasing standard ones here. So that could have been one, and now he's now plotted the path from the wedding party up the coast, and then it circles around with the helicopter. There you go. So it shouldn't be on any TV shows. Debunked. It's fully debunked. And you can Google it and find it just as easy as I do. And that's why I get annoyed. You know, people don't have to believe me, but there's going to be other people that are going to come up with the same conclusion. Maybe go about it another way. And Corbell. I wanted to find the original video, but I got and closed it, haven't I? Corbell, what's it called? YouTube. What's the video called? Do we know? Corbell's ruining ufology with these non-UFO videos. Quick take on UFO video from Corbell. But what's it called, guys? Corbell YouTube. Wouldn't have a clue what he'd call it. Channel Corbell. Was that the one? Nope, that's not the right Corbell. Jimmy Corbell joins table. It could be that one. Hey, that's him. He looks a wee bit less scruffy beard there, doesn't he? I don't really like his beard at the moment. It's horrible. But yeah, look how many followers he's got. He needs to put up something, and he's got lots of views, lots of money coming in. 500,000. He doesn't need Tyler anymore. He's off and running. 1.1 million views. See that beard. I think as soon as you get grey hair, you shouldn't grow beards. Unless you live out in the woods. It just looks terrible. So I guess it's called Quick UFO Deck Footage. USS. No. Okay. Let's have a look at this. It's windy. To me, it looked like a flashing red light then. Yeah, it's not really impressive, is it? It's definitely going to be planes, I reckon. This is where you got to use the apps. Of course, if they're military planes, it doesn't mean that they have the call sign on though. That's the only problem. So it's 4-3. What year was that? And when did they get away from 4-3 formats? 2019. So old technology still, is it? It looked like a collision avoidance light flashing there. I think I'm going to do step by step on it. Well, they're out of focus there, and the Mick West said when they go out of focus, the camera makes them look red. Now, they still look red to me, but they look like they could be in focus now, is it? Two white lights. See, I thought maybe there'd be a collision avoidance light underneath that's making the other two turn red, right? He's moving the camera so it's stretching the lights. See, if it was stationary, it'd give us more clues, I think, rather than writing it off. The red lights are not real. And there it's in focus, right? Well, it looks like two lights to me, two wing lights. So that's when you expect to see probably another collision avoidance light blink, then off. But it's still on. Then it's off again. This is what I wanted a picture of a real plane. How long does the strobe red light stay for? So that was 1, 2, 3. frames. Yeah, that'd be right for a blink, wouldn't it? Blink. Looks like it's going around again. But it's all over the place. And then going off again. So, yeah, going off. And on again. Is it camera artifact or is it a flashing light? Those planes keeping the same distance apart, so if they're approaching the airport, you'd expect them to be on a certain flight path and not changing the distances. So where did it start off at the beginning? There and there. It looks like it's diagonal. So let's forget about the red light. It could be a false light. But definitely it looks like wingtip lights that we've looked at. Same distance apart here. To me it looked like they're blinking red then, but then blinking again. He's zooming in. That looked like a flash of light then. But it's still the same distance apart, right? Okay, what happened there? There's a cut. So Mick's right, it's cut for some reason. Now they seem to be changed positions, haven't they? They're right underneath each other. So maybe the other one's come around on a flight path and now it's lining up with the other one, but it's in a higher altitude and the other one's coming down slowly for the airport. So they're going to be above each other. And then we see this other one pass over top. So they're probably closer to the airports now. They definitely look like they're on a flight path to the airports. Because why would UFOs be lined up now? Why would they keep the same distance? And why can't he keep the dang camera still? And it still looks like they're blinking red to me, but Mick reckons it's out of focus when they do that. I don't see them being drones. I think they're all airplanes. What did you put down in the description? Quite a lot of blurb, right? Okay, we got some coordinates. On the 15th, between 9 and 11 PM. Of course, that goes too far for us to get the software working. Free use is 7 days, and if you pay lots of money, you can get up to a year. But 2019, we don't get access to that far back data anymore. We used to be able to on Plane Finder, then they restricted it. Then we could actually watch for 3 hours to see if any planes line up like that. Curve around, so they're on an angle, and then right underneath each other, as they're both on the same flight path straight to the airport. And one's higher altitude than the other as it's getting lower, ready to land. So it'll probably go around like this. Wrong tool. So they're probably flying around on a set flight path and coming down on an angle. Let's see if I can do that better. Okay. Something like that. And the airport would be here. Coastline. This Navy ship. So plane would be coming. And of course, that could explain the other light they're seeing. It might be coming off the airport going the other way. So it might be. Yeah, let's see. What's it? Pin. So if they take off, they normally go around a flight path, go off to the country. This one might be coming from Canada or somewhere like that, up there. So you got a plane that's coming down. Where's the plane? Set up. So you got a plane that was coming down that way towards us, and then the other one was here. So they're off on an angle to the ship, and the other plane passes, takes off, goes behind. Yeah. Oh. Need to rotate it upside down. That'll do. It's going that way. And then later, these planes move on and then slightly line up under each other, right? Because they're coming down on an angle. And eventually that one's further along, and that one is now that one. But side view, being, saying again, it'd have to be coming straight down like that, right? Straight down. So it's a bit like that, triangle, three-dimensional. So that's what we've seen in the video. That's what I think anyway. And it's LA airports. I wonder if we can see any live stuff right now. That probably, the coordinates won't be any good to us because it doesn't allow us to do GPS. If I stalker live. Right, we can't use that anymore. Your browser is too old. Line scumbags. No. I don't want to upgrade. I just don't want to use you anymore, I suppose. Make it work. Flight tracker. Haven't used this for a wee while. Let's see. No, that one's got a problem. Alright. This is annoying the hell out of me. Where's it put us? There we go. And you can bet that's the flight path. Los Angeles, California. So that's currently happening at the moment. So we need to get down to the islands. Where's the islands? Islands, islands, islands. Where's the islands? Where's the islands? Might be what's wrong with this map. Should be there, shouldn't they? San Francisco, Katrina. Where's that? It won't be up there. Okay. There's some islands. Here we go. Los Angeles. So that must be one of those. Okay, so we got a flight path here. Looks like most of them are lining up in the same one. Straight here, right over the islands where the boats would have been. So it must be that flight path. So yeah, are the altitudes different? Let's check that one. Why is it all lit up? Altitude. Where's the altitude? 35,000 feet. Is that one higher up here? 45,000 feet, so it is. And they're in a straight line, so that's what we're seeing in the video, right? But the other light going around could be one of these, right? One of these is approaching. Let's see, do they draw us a flight path? No. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, we want to know where it's going to though. Not where it's from. They're not going to tell us where it's from. Well, that one does. It's gone behind the map. Ooh. Is that one going to join the rest of them? Hey, it's a New Zealand plane. There you go. Taken off from New Zealand. Actually taken off from Brisbane. That must be from New Zealand. Why has it got no flight path? That's kind of weird. I wanted to see if it was going to join this one here. It's a little tiny plane. Oh well, didn't quite get what we wanted. Another one that was going to come behind. Like something like that goes around here. That's what I was looking for. Something that's going to go around, head towards New Zealand maybe. What's in that direction? Let's just zoom out. Hawaii. Okay. So it could be a plane coming from Hawaii. Or heading towards Hawaii, I should say, going back this way. And we haven't got one. Damn it. Be good. Oh, here's one going that way. Where's that going to? Oh, right, there we go. Okay, let's see. And it is cutting that flight path, isn't it? Going slightly behind them. That was that row of planes here we're looking at, wasn't it? So it is cutting slowly behind them. So the top one could be going to Hawaii or somewhere like that. Hawaii. What else is out that way? Or lower down, New Zealand. They'd really cut it more angle. New Zealand, that's where I am. There are some islands there though, I think. I can't see it on the map though. So top one obviously is going to Hawaii or New Zealand, cutting across, and the other two are going into that flight path there, heading into LA airport. Debunked. I don't think they're drones. Minimum 6 feet in diameter. So where's that information come from? 6 feet in diameter. But the front of a plane would be 6 foot, wouldn't it? Quite easily. In diameter. If you didn't see the wings. Various speeds, which are 138 knots, which fits with also plane speed. Flight lasting longer than an hour. Well, planes do, yes. Still doesn't rule out a drone, those specs though. Sounds like the same old stuff you posted on the last one. Oh dear. Anyway, enough of that video. We'll have a look at GUFON, trash it. And I might have a quick look at the other ones. What's the time? 1 in the morning. I could wait, leave that. So we'll have a listen to this. This is just terrible. Sounds like he's talking about himself. He can't even get his green screen going.
Or fake.
If he knew how to use OBS and rather than all these third-party apps which fail him, he'd be able to get that up and running quickly. Or even Minicam would be able to have it up and running. It has the same features.
He was talking about fellatio. Yeah, I know. No, I went off the live chat. It doesn't work. That's the whole thing. Like if I go click on Jimmy Mac right now, that's what it does here. Now I'm going to go to the chat room, the live chat.
Okay, let's move on a bit. I think it was after that. I don't know, Google just won't play his video smoothly for some reason. I think it's because he's using ridiculous 60 frames a second. You should never need to use 60 frames a second, right? It's on 48. I suppose we can just stick with a slower speed, maybe. 360. Let's see if that works. Just reload it. It's pretty shitty. Google. And yet we were playing the other ones alright, it's just his seemed to have trouble with. Um, 240 now. Don't really need high quality for him. Come on. Shouldn't have any slowdown. I'm on maximum speed here. No. So that would put you off watching. Maybe that's the game. Maybe they're now targeting GUFON, making sure no one can watch it without glitches, because that stops people watching. But I know they're trying to make it not work with Brave as well, Brave browser, because they're trying to push their own Chrome one, which is a lot slower. It was just playing before, wasn't it? So why don't we play it now? I don't know why people bother with YouTube anymore. This is just hopeless. I bet if I scroll back I'll start playing. But we'll be wait for the spot we wanted.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Bob.
I told you. Let's see what'll come up now. Skim on a wee bit. Man, they're not going to let us play it, are they? Google, you piece of crap. Man, you piece of crap. I bet the other ones play. Let's prove a point. Secureteam, I bet that has no problem. No problem whatsoever, right? Let's see, what setting does that set to? That's also on 40, 240. Okay, let's pump it up. 720p. Let's see what happens. Die. Reload. There you go. Plays fine. 720p. I thought that maybe 720 was a wee bit too high. Okay. Anywhere.
He's not here anymore.
Clicking anywhere.
New
plays.
clip of what's been.
Oh, yeah, I debunked that last time. You didn't see it. But yeah, still not playing. So what's that tell you? Let's see, try another one. Third phase. Okay, we're talking about third phase while we're waiting for it to play. What
Came
they
up
set
with this
on.
theory.
So that played straight away. Okay. 2720 there. So this is a CGI video Someone took a picture of a whale splashing its tail and edited it.
Yeah, I know, but you can make up a channel with the same exact name. You can make up a YouTube channel with the same exact name as Jeremy. You can do it. People did it with Secureteam. I've seen it. You can do that. It sucks. I don't know why that YouTube allows it, but they do.
I don't understand either, mate.
I will, Ash. I will. Yeah, and you're right, Tina. He probably doesn't respond to majority of emails. And you're right, Sean. Who would want to be fake Corbell? That's like a fake of a fake. Yes. Very good point.
See what I mean? It's like he's talking about himself.
Let's just say it was Jeremy. The show is rolling, Restricted. This is what I do. I talk about things that happen. That's why the show's different. You know, when Dolan has things happening on his show, what does he do? He doesn't care. He just keeps reading his stories. I like to talk about the things that are happening in the moment. What more exciting drama than in the moment drama? I mean, it's happening now. But, you know, I was getting back to the show anyway, so we'll get back to it. I want to take you back 10 years because a lot of people...
It's terrible. But it sounds like he's talking about himself.
People think ufology is getting better. The UFO video.
No, it's getting worse for you guys.
Those are getting better. They're getting clearer. They're getting close.
Videos getting clearer? I don't think so. Not the ones I've been looking at this week.
Closer. No. This is 10.
Oh, look at this. This is terrible. Why his video? No one else's.
Years ago from New York. This is CBS News. And you tell me, has ufology...
Google's useless. GUFONS being destroyed.
Or UFO sightings for that matter gotten any better?
Yeah, if people were trying to watch that on tablet, they'd just move on, wouldn't they?
I say no. There you go, dots.
Maybe on this.
There you go. You like
and it's going to be too painful to find it.
them? Just dots. That's all. Dots, dots, dots.
A dotsy, dotsy, dots. Seagulls.
Balloons. Wow, that's amazing. You followed.
Yeah, 3 balloons.
Geez, so much better. It's on mainstream media. Come on, guys.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like 3 balloons tied together because the space between is changing.
That is so balloon.
Mind you, then it looked like CGI.
That is so balloon. That is so balloons.
How they went together and then part of the game. That almost looked like CGI.
That's 10 years ago. Ufology has not gotten any better.
Yeah. Hasn't.
It's exactly.
Yeah, so where was the Corbell chat then? Because I obviously missed it. What's that one say? It's too painful. Too painful. I give up. Don't think that's cool. Corbell. Oh, here we go. Must be here. I thought I saw Corbell then. Yeah? Okay, it must be here. Come on, I just want to listen to that 10 minutes of slanging off. Come on. So you can't tell me Google's not mucking around, putting more videos high priority and making other ones lower priority. I think if he sticks around on YouTube, he's an idiot anyway. He should be getting off on alt media like I am, ready for the day that YouTube's going to cut the switch on everybody. Still not going to go. That's just terrible. It's never ever been that bad, huh? And I'm on fiber here, cable. Meantime, we'll go to these guys here. Let's see.
Take a look at this. They're pretty incredible. Absolutely. I would hope that this could be a TR-3B doing a transmedium position into the ocean. And we have these multiple shots. I guess the second photo to the right apparently shows the TR-3B transmedium.
See, that looks so fake. It ain't funny. You don't need to be experts, do you, really? Looks like maybe a 5-year-old kid could do that in an editor. And you can see the lights. It doesn't look like a real object because it hasn't got the light shining across the surface, right? It hasn't got the right shading at all. And this one here apparently was meant to be a well flipper, which is on Scott Brando's page, and you can see how badly it's been edited. But anyway, Lionsground put out a video debunking it and slanging off Mick West, saying that he was wrong about the grain of it. But if that's the photographs there, good luck. So low res. But Mick said if you looked at this one here, it had some sort of artificial grain added to it.
He went to a seminar that probably taught him.
I thought I heard him come back. We'll just leave it there for a minute. Yeah, so the plug-in Lionsground, remember they put an invite out to him to join the Dream Team? Well, this is it. This is like another handout to him.
Into the ocean itself there. This is kind of cool. And let me tell you, these are crystal clear shots. But earlier today, Lionsground did a little work on his channel. He was looking very closely at the images.
No, he didn't.
And
he took it from
came up
Reddit
with this
and other
theory
people.
that these are indeed not authentic. So he did a side-by-side comparison with two individual photographs here.
Like
and
I
as you can
do.
see, the
I do
ocean
that.
ripples line up perfectly. This would be impossible. The ocean is alive, and you can never capture the exact same ocean line in its ripple state over and over again. And you can see in these photos that they're lining up perfectly. So whatever it is, they use the ocean background a couple times and then place their object. So sorry guys, it just didn't work. Now let's get into this.
There's no motion blur there too. For it to turn around and not have any motion in the water is possible, but it has to be moving really fast. And there would be different motion blur there. But you can see they did a call out to Lionsground. They're a bunch of hypocrites, I tell you. All these UFO channels. And if you got to go to Scott Brando's page, he talks about it there. You may even have more put up here. What's this one? A Mexican case. So that was the one with the oil wells, wasn't it? Okay, we don't want to go back to that. When I read TMS investigates UFOs, that reminds me of this funny case I exposed a while back. Clear ships or mothership. What's this? I didn't watch how DMS investigate UFOs and reading tons of disappointing comments. Anonymous source in the no-go me, this classified meme leaked from the UAPTF. Okay. Debunk, possible match helicopter ambulance. So that's another one. Oh, here we go. So they found the original footage of the whale flipper, and you can see here they tried to Photoshop it, and they left a chunk of it in, which matches the source one. And I try to blur out some of the waves here, make it less defined. So yeah, and as you can see here, he's got a few posts up on it. Dive-in triangle debunked on Reddit. I tried to test the Reddit's analysis, and I can see the section of the whale splash. So he's given original credit to the person. Original splash, not darkened. Humpback whale. So I wonder how the person found that though. They must have used some reverse image search, I reckon. Or just got lucky. Looking for whale photographs, probably. Often reported how hoaxers stole content from CGI artists. Okay, that's something different. Dive in photograph again. I think that might be where it starts. Okay. I think he talks more on those, so I have to expand it probably. But he did say someone actually looked at the lighten thing as what's it did? LG. But he gave him credit for it. Series of images. And it was maybe a day or so before even LG did it, so yeah, it's like he's done the analysis on it. Bullshit, liar. He may have overlaid the C one though, because I don't see that. I think you have to go to the Reddit and read it. Debunk thread mod exposed another proof. Boosting the contrast. So here we go. you can also see a trace of land behind. Yeah, you can. Just a wee bit though. Good work, good work. So that was on June 29th. And when did they put theirs out? Later that day. Oh no, June 28th. So it's been around for a while. 28th, 29th on that one. So where's the Reddit post? Let's go to Reddit. Debunk. Where's the Reddit post? Not going to give it to us. Yeah, it should be. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. Right, and several chunks. There's another one somewhere. Anyway, Lions Ground put out one, and you got Third Face promoting it. Why couldn't I just use Scott Brando's? And he did it first of all, days before. And his debunk is even better with the whale fin in the photograph. YouTube not in sight, huh? YouTube doesn't like you. There we go, maybe. Not really. Is that it? No. That's someone else copying his videos. Is that Lines Grounds video? So why did it come up? It's kind of weird. Yeah, let's try the next one. There he is. This the one. Don't want it to play though. He's very loud sound. And look here. Now he holds all the comments and only releases ones that he wants to, that favours him, right? Negative ones he tends not to release unless he wants to make a mockery of them. But yeah, you can see here, good work here, Lions Ground. Much appreciated. So he actually released that comment. He wanted them to be on the list. So yeah, they're all working together again. Yeah, what other crap they got here? Timeline.
Almost.
UFO channels make me sick. There's Crazy Eyes. And the crazy hands.
It was put out because it.
Yeah. Advertising their t-shirts. Okay, that looks like a hot air balloon, doesn't it? Looks like one of those crazy Mexican hot air balloons. Let's see. They have a certain character theme about them. And you'll never see the basket because they're fairly big. And there'll only be like a few pixels underneath. Hot air. Probably should wrap up soon. Let's see if we can find it. Probably not. It's one of those strange ones. Graduated. It just shows what they can do to modify the balloons. Crazy shapes, you know. Crazy colours. Kills others. But this one, here's a unique one. I bet it's Mexico. I suppose we should listen to it. Where is it?
Kind of dish-shaped right on the top. It looks like a classic flying saucer, and then the acorn kind of thing protruding beneath it. It's pretty cool. I'd estimate the size of this thing to be probably about 30 to 40 feet. Here's a good close-up of it again. You can almost see, if people might even say, a window on the top of it. This kind of
looks like a hat, doesn't it? You can see two eyes. But the basket would be like a few pixels underneath, right? It'd be a hot air balloon. Okay, so did he say whereabouts it was? Okay, let's say Mexican hot air balloon. So hot air balloon with a hat. See what comes up. Hey, lots of hats. So what we got again? Does look like a round one with a rim. Doesn't quite fit that one though. Is that a balloon there? I know it's just some graphic artist. Oh, here we go. Looks very similar to that one, doesn't it? Giant hot air balloon with a face. Vincent van Gogh, huh? I don't think it's that one though. It comes down too narrow. That one's got more constant shape to it. Although, no, it's got a neck. They got a neck piece on it. So if they can do that, I'm pretty much sure there'll be one similar with someone else's hat or someone else's head. But yeah, it looks like a hot air balloon. And I suppose they're telling everybody it's not. But did they get out the app? Did they get out the Flight Radar app? Because it'll be on there. So I can always see a basket.
So we're looking at this footage, and a lot of people are going to say, well, this could be some kind of blimp air balloon show going on. Right now, we're not seeing any kind of undercarriage or a gondola, and I like the way the person's panning around, showing the area.
I think I saw it then. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh,
Good afternoon.
Oh.
and getting kind of some perspective on this object. We're going to pull in a closer shot.
Damn. That wasn't the best one. There was one where it looked like it had a basket. Anyway, we're not going to waste time on that one.
Top of it, this something in regard.
Okay, now let's have a look at this one. Okay, looks like it's orange and now blue. And it looks very LED lighty, doesn't it? It looks like a LED kite that someone's flying on top of a high-rise building. Look, there's towel. LED light kite, the round one of the round ones. Okay. LED light kite. And bingo. So it looks very similar to that one there. Some funny looking creature with a round head. So let's go back and have a look again. It does look like it's on the side. And what they're filming it through here. A skylight in the building. Doesn't look like it's moving much, so they must be flying up from the top of the high rise.
All right, let's take a good look at this again. What is?
And it's got LEDs.
Is going on? Could this be?
Tail, look.
Some kind of maybe.
Here we go again. Oh, well, we'll just leave it there. Just step it. Okay, the LEDs probably rotating lights, is it? Yep, look, they're evenly spaced. It does look like the alien type head one. Now, did that have, and that's changing blue from green. Let's see, go back. Where is it there? Well, they've got equal spaces and lights there too. It'd be good to get a match though. Now there we go. Round heads, but they've got many tentacles. Nope. Could be one of those. Let's have a look. It's got the right space in between. Anyway, it's fairly obvious it's a kite of some kind. LED till the cows come home. So we won't waste too much time on that one.
Within the building itself, I don't think so. You can see that this craft, whatever it is, it's up there in the sky. It's massive. Whatever it is, what are we looking at, guys? Is this something otherworldly or something in regards to secret space force? Black?
They need to be slept. Feeding those gullible people out there. Do people not have super high def smartphones? No, not when they're filming UFOs. They turn it to SPUD mode. Didn't you know that? Terrible quality, isn't it? But then again, nighttime footage from smartphones is always going to be bad. Looks like a toy spinning top 1960s. First video was the hot air balloon. I'm pretty sure it's a hot air balloon. Buckle up. Why would you want to buckle up? You should say, get your bucket ready for vomit time. That 70s show model. Anyone saying it's a kite for the second one? Come on, there's got to be someone out there. Must be one person, please, out of hundreds. Must be one. Just gotta say it's definitely a kite, you guys. Stop lying. Alien vehicle, no. TR3B, no. Come on, there's gotta be some hope. Hope for mankind. Come on, there's gotta be someone. Someone in ufology that's not complete airhead. Come on. Photoshop. They haven't got a clue, have they, these people? They just don't know what's up in the sky. Missed last night, glad I caught up. See, they're just stupid. Stupid. First video. That could most be important video I have ever filmed. So this is the person that filmed it. Bullshit. He knew what it was. Come on, people would know whether it's a hot air balloon. But I was hoping for someone to get the kite on the second one. I guess why these people just watch Third Phase. They haven't got a clue. Second one, harp. No. These are people that have gone down the rabbit hole and never coming out. They're beyond help. CGI, no. Okay. I think that's it. I think we got to the end of that one anyway. Hot air balloon, LED Kite, and the other one was the TR3B was a CGI. Alright, maybe they're talking about CGI being that one, that's alright then. And then news clips, and that's it, and then promoting their Mick. I suppose since we've been looking at that, they'll probably put up no one. There's the fruit going again. Might have to wrap up. Yep, they got another 2 out. Buckle up, everybody. The major media won't show you this. I bet it's all recycled old videos. Buckle up. Why did they destroy this man's face? Okay, we can have a quick look at those. Who cares what time of night it is? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, Star Wars beginning terrible. Okay, is it recycled?
Thailand.
It kind of looks like it's recycled to me. I think I've seen this one before. It seems to ring a bell. What are we looking at though? This thing here, little dot of light. Looks like someone flying their drone around, but it's probably a seagull. Do they get close up? You see, no one's paying any attention.
All right, let's
look,
take
there's
a
UFO.
closer look at this. To the right.
Okay, closer look. Let's step it. Is it a balloon? Is it a bird? Is it a drone? To me, it looks like it's got some wings flapping there, and looks like black and white. Black and white. Looks like some wings flapping. I don't know if we can get any closer, because they're not doing it for us. Out of focus, and I think I saw a wing flap then. Out of focus, it's going to make it look bigger than it really is. Looks like a seagull to me. And there's a wing flap. And of course they got white bodies and black wing tips, haven't they? It looks like there's a lot of flapping going on there. You can see some flapping again. What do you think? I think I can see a lot of wing motion there. There you go, it was panning then, it was side onto us. I went just too fast then. You know, say we can play this video though without any glitches, so... And yet we couldn't do GUFONS. We'll go back to it in a minute though. Is it a out of focus seagull? Because it makes it blobby, you see. I think it's gliding on the air currents here now. Yeah, gliding, turning around. Yep, there we go, gliding around, doing a full 360 like seagulls do. That's a out of focus seagull. You can see the wings coming down. But it has to be aliens, because third face put it up, of course. There we go, look, there's the wing going up, and you can see the black tip on the end. See that there, the wing's gone upwards. So let's get a picture of a seagull just to bring it up, or gull if you want to call it. Seagull. There you go, there's a white one, it's got black tips. Like that. And yep, it kind of looks like that when it's flapping its wings up and down. But where's one gliding? There you go, look, black tips. And if it's out of focus, there's one that was flying around in a circle. So we're definitely seeing a lot of those sort of shapes happening in the video, right? And you can only see it when you zoom right up. See, that looks like one wing fully stretched at the moment, the body, and the other wing slightly obscured behind this front one. And now it's flapping the wing going. Coming down, going up, going down, going up. There you go, look, you can see the flapping. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, so it won't be a seagull to them. What will it be? One of the best video catches.
It just goes behind the trees. Watch this again. We're going to get a closer look on this object moving extremely fast. This video is not sped up in any way. It's in
seagull and
real time what we're watching here. And it is quite incredible. Whatever this object is, some people might say this could be the go fast, and we see some trails behind it. Look at how it was just standing there just for a second. Watch that. Boom. It was just stationary, and then it takes off. Watch it again, right there, and then
There's
it just
gull
takes off.
right in
That's
the thermals
crazy,
and
Brett.
flapping
What's your
its
thoughts on
wings.
this? Definitely, this is what people would call the go fast. You could even see kind of static electricity or whatever's kind of sparking along this glowing sphere. You almost
They're
see
good with the
trails
bullshit, these guys, aren't
along
they?
the pathway as it moves through the sky. Look at this thing. It's moving so fast at one point, and then it just accelerates. This is a good capture. I look at the people on the ground. They
think
just
I'm gonna
missed it.
go
You
out
can
and
see
film
that girl
some
just turned her
seagulls
head,
and
and
start
they're
a
not
new
paying
UFO
attention to
channel
what's in the
and
sky. They have
maybe
no
it'll
clue what's
make
actually
millions
going
of
down. But
dollars.
whoever captured this had a very stable hand to really grab the
Maybe I
capacity
should
of what's
have
going on
less,
here. The
morals,
erratic moves
like
are
these
incredible.
guys.
Yeah, I'm looking
Scam
at this
us.
even closer in this enhanced footage, and you're seeing like trails of sparks behind this.
No, you're
This
not.
is incredible. Is it a natural aerial phenomenon? Is there some
Talk
kind
about
of
suggestion.
intelligence
planning
behind it?
suggestions
Because
be
right now,
wise.
at one point, it just remains stationary.
Probably
right
what
there,
he
and then
saw
just
was a
boom, it
seagull
takes off. Watch it again.
pooping.
And then
They
wow,
poop
the
all the time.
acceleration, the speed behind this.
Especially
it was
if your car's
stationary at one
underneath.
moment, and then we see the side-by-side comparison. This thing's off at a
It's
distance.
a bloody
This is
seagull and
amazing
thermals, you dorks. Come on, who are you kidding? Where's Goofon on that one? We want to see what he's got to say about it. Since he's meant to be so good at it.
And you're right, Brett. We don't see any indications of a tail or anything like that. Now,
So this is obviously going to be an out of focus plane, isn't it? And on digital zoom.
let's
so
get to
it
this.
looks
A
like
TR-3B sighting that was captured. Cylindrical public's capturing things all over
did
the
we
world.
miss something?
And
Did we miss something?
this, in
Come on.
my opinion, is the Tic Tac. Brett, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, we've seen videos like this in the past, and we're always going to share them. It kind of leaves one to the imagination. Could this be the phenomenon?
Yeah, what's that there? That looks like the moon, cloud, and that little few dots here. It looks like a plane in the distance. Come on. How stupid
Now
are
known
these people? Look, that's a
as a
plane.
Tac. Again,
And the branch flips up.
there could be some disparities in the video.
Alright, see how the plane went down? That's because the person was moving the camera when the rolling shutter of the sensor was processing the image. And because on digital zoom it enhances
Quality.
See
We're
that?
zooming up on this thing, and maybe the wings are just maybe slightly blurred out and maybe not hitting the tips
There you go, they're saying it's a plane there, aren't they? Then they say it's a tic-tac.
of the wings from the sunlight creating a glint.
See how it looks like it was stalled there? That's because of the movement of the camera operator and digital zoom.
But then again, this definitely looks like a
Tic chat. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's look at the next one. Oh yeah, that one was a fake, wasn't it? TR-3B. That was a kite.
Incredible, but I'm going to have to add this into the documentary because this is a dang.
So they're putting these in a documentary, are they? Oh, that's scary. People paying money for this garbage.
Good representation of what we've been talking about. People around America and across the world have seen the large triangular shaped craft, and I believe it to be real, and I believe it has anti-gravity.
Come on, that's a LED kite again. A triangle one this time. With just 5 lights.
Reverse engineered properties to it. So again,
Moving on.
good news on this video.
Another plane.
We have reached out to Shauna, who captured
Oh look, it's over the airport too, is it?
this incredible sighting while within an airliner, and she manages to get back to me within hours and give us
That's the famous one where GUFON was shouting out against the TB guy in Canada, saying he was wrong with his analysis, but no, yeah, that turned out to be a plane. 100% plane coming into land. I think you can even see the
permission
airport.
to share this with you. But not only that, we have her testimony. Listen to what
There's the airport runway there, I think.
Shauna has to say. Go ahead, Shauna.
Here it is. There's the end of the runway here. It's coming into land.
Hi, my name's Shauna. I'm the one that took the video.
And I didn't know it
And the
was a
story
plane
behind the
landing.
video is me and my partner.
Yeah, she just wanted to be famous. Oh, you can see it's a plane.
Get it out to as many people as I can.
Yeah, wonder why. Get it on third face and boost your channel up. Liar, liar. You can see it's coming into land.
Again, Space Force is coming to mind here.
Space Force is coming to Blake's mind. Oh, look, you can even see the tail, is it?
Absolutely.
It's sort of blended in with the background there.
It just keeps wrapping up over here. The UFO sightings are off the hook, and people...
It's coming into land. I'm using the wrong button.
People might say these are CGI coming into third phase.
You can see the tail sometimes.
We got to rule that out. These are coming in from legit.
Yeah, it's getting lower and lower.
Legitimate sources, just regular, normal people that film strange things in the sky, and they're submitting it right.
That's garbage, isn't it? So they are recycled. I said it would be recycled. Oh, this was recycled. I debunked that one. That's the plane going in front of the sun. You can see the contrail. This garbage. And they're saying, oh look, it's coming out because it leaves a trail, but it's all to do with camera artifacts, right?
From GUFON, appreciate that. Now let's take it out to Doc Skinner from 1028 Production.
See how it sort of illuminates the more of the tail as it gets closer to the sun. It's not entering or leaving.
Sun and gaining the energy from the sun to...
See, it looks like it's going out, but it's not. It's only because the sun illuminates it.
Refuel their tanks or their batteries or whatever it is that flies their ships. And
free tanks. It's just a plane coming across the sun. We're done with them. I told you it would be a rehash. Pretty sure I've seen all those. And that was that one. And this one here, the face, they don't want you to see. Let's have a look.
I want to make it happen.
Okay, looks like some crappy documentary they're putting together. Is it Man's Free Energy Music? Free Energy Device, I mean, machine. It's getting late. Okay, let's see if I can... So I've mucked around with magnets, and I know a bit about electronics. And... I can't see what he's trying to do there. Oh, yeah. Doesn't work.
For over 60 years.
If you could get a monopole magnet, then you might be able to succeed.
John Searle has tried to give to the world a new kind of energy.
Yeah, he made claims that they managed to make a monopole magnet, so you could get a wheel spinning forever. But it's, I think he's a fraud. He's never
just one of it.
If he's made it once, he should be able to duplicate it again, right? If he was the lead scientist behind it. Now it's just getting all the kooks to fund him, right? Some of these people just like the attention, you know. Should have a working experiment by now.
Well, it's dreams. I have two.
Oh god, he's really gone downhill, hasn't he?
We do a full solid roller, which I did. We find that when you let go at the end of the bar, it tends to move and twist.
Looks like he had it plugged in there. So it's a motor. Whereabouts was it going? It should be spinning around by itself according to his drawings before. Well, it was plugged into the wall, so it was electric motor. Just put up a prototype, which is a bullshit fake, and people keep plugging money towards it. So why are these guys funding it, right? What they gaining out of it? So maybe a free documentary. It's not too many views on it. We're probably done with them. Tyler, how much time we got left? Tyler, just skimming through his one. First one we did yesterday.
Moment, and you have no idea it's there.
You notice how these don't spin around, right?
So I want to go on and show you some other amazing UFO clips caught in...
Okay, so that's going to be a reflection in the window of lights, right? Ceiling lights. In fact, wasn't it the one that Martin put up, or Martin Willis took? He took it inside a restaurant and said, oh, it looks like UFOs, but it's actually lights. Didn't he put that one up? But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's what it is, reflection.
Intrigued, they jumped in the car and started following it.
I don't know what it was.
So there's been news reports.
The journey ended less than 3.
So that's what Corbell was saying at the very beginning of this show. That he loves his news reports. Well, he might as well watch TV news for the UFO footage.
3 miles from where it began, on Farrington Highway in front of the Board of Water.
But he's just had his stupid music in the front. So again, this looks like it's going to be one of those LED balloons, right?
Like, when cop or somebody for come out and...
What fell in the water.
So there's a woman there.
They lost sight of the object after it passed over a nearby mountain. Loose now.
Alright guys, tell me what you think. Pretty self-explanatory. Now back to the mystery objects that we cannot see.
Self-explanatory? What's he mean by that? Is he trying to suggest it's a UFO? Is that the best footage we got?
Oren started following it.
I don't know what it was. This one was going so fast.
The journey ended less than 3 miles from where it began, on Farrington Highway in front of the Board of Water Supply building, after the object appeared to drop into the ocean.
Oh, the one line in the water, whatever.
So the balloon popped.
She described it as being larger than a telephone pole and says she never heard it make any sound.
Okay, I think that's going to be an LED balloon. Balloon, tube, balloon, helium, lead. See what we got. Yeah, it could easily be some wedding balloons there. With the long tails. Look like a snake, doesn't it? Need some better footage of it. Tube, helium, lead. Try tube. Here we go. Oh, that one's pretty bright, isn't it? Used for outside lighting. There you go. Pretty good idea, really, isn't it? LED helium tube balloon for outside parties, weddings, construction sites. Here we go. Could it be something like this? That's got away. Inflatable advertising lead balloon. I suppose if you stuck helium in that, you could have them floating with rope, have them higher up. There's all sorts of possibilities, isn't there? Okay. I don't know what it was. I wonder if they got paid by the news, the news channel for their story. Ah, some funny looking tubies. Advertising. Yeah, but I want one that's floating. Floating like that one. Some new ones here. What's that one? Anyway, it'd be something like that. Could be something like that, where the LED towel is lit, but the rest of it's not, and they're seeing that floating around like a worm in the sky, and then it pops, and that one pops, and then that falls into the sea, right? Alright, so what else we got? Anything? There's another image of it. In fact, it could even be a bunch of balloons, that couldn't it? Blue LEDs. Anyway, let's just carry on.
Following and capturing these things, as you're seeing in this video here, that I posted a couple of years back, where they are following this disc or circular spherical shaped object in the infrared, that eventually they just can't keep up with it and the thing jets off. And there are many videos and images like this.
That was the Bristol one, wasn't it? And there's all sorts of theories, from fire balloon to plane to fireworks. So yeah, I haven't really looked at that one, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
This video here that I posted a couple of years back, where they are following this disc or circular spherical shaped object in the
Again, it looks like something natural, but man-made, I mean, but yeah, not UFO.
Of houses, different shapes, locations, and sizes out in deep space. A lot.
Okay, so that's on long exposure. You can tell it's on long exposure because it's bits and pieces, right? And that's probably just a satellite. Oh, what's happened?
Good morning, ladies.
A lot of them that seem to
Yeah, let's try that again. That's probably long exposure of a iridium satellite passing by. Right, it's not a one long ship as he's claiming there.
Proliferate around the Orion Nebula, and we've done past videos on that. So, out of it, check this out.
Fake news, and what's this one? What's that there? Coming down. A wire on the bridge, a balloon in the background. Or is that plane contrail? Out of focus. So that's obviously closer, this thing. That's closer to the camera because I'm out of focus. So I'm not sure what it is. Is it a plane contrail?
Thank you, brothers.
Oh no, it's a balloon sonar guy. There you go, you can tell it's a balloon. Bunch of balloons actually. Looks like three.
Double craft again, double splitter.
Double splitter, yes. Balloons tend to do that, so if they're tied together. No, that's a balloon with a payload underneath.
Wow.
Oh, that's that guy that did that. Owns that movie company, isn't it? That works with Greer. Okay, so that looks like a balloon. And that looks like a payload underneath. Doesn't it? And the payload's normally in triangles. So that's probably a weather balloon. Let's get a weather balloon up. Let's see. Weather balloon. But it's probably not the standard weather balloon. It's probably a high altitude balloon. So let's put it in high altitude maybe, because it's more of a pear shape rather than a round shape. Altitude, payload. I think it's in triangles. Let's see. This is a normal weather balloon. Here's a high altitude one. Now they do put it in triangles normally. If you can get a picture of one. There's a triangle underneath. But they've got a parachute on that one. Come on, I know they do triangle payloads. They do something on each corner so they don't interfere with each other. I know they do. Just want a picture of one. Tripod platform, I suppose. They do boxes at various heights, yep. But they also sometimes use a triangle with a different instrument each corner. Here we go, she got one. Okay, she's got a square. And each of the corners was reflected in that video. Here we go. That kind of looks like a triangle. Balloon flight. It's got a solar cell one side. Is that triangle or is that a square one? That looks like a triangle, doesn't it? High altitude. And it looks like a black triangle underneath. Some of them just have like hollow tubes, you know, to keep it lighter. That's the one I was after. That one's got a square payload. Oh, here we go. What's that one? Techniques for payload. There you go. Triangle. Aha. So it's for stabilization. There you go. I didn't know that. I thought they put sensors on each corner because they wanted a certain distance away. I suppose they do that as well. Anyway, that's what we've seen in the video. One of those skinny-legged things. Right, there you go.
Holy shit.
Bounces around probably. That's how it stabilizes it, I guess.
Look at this thing. Filtered version here, upped the contrast. This thing, it just totally, it releases what look like hundreds of these smaller UFOs into the sky, almost like a mothership releasing its drones out into the world to survey the globe. All the while, we can't see a thing. Only he did this time because he noticed something wasn't right and had his infrared camera. Amazing stuff. And there was even a post on a UFO type Reddit website.
Okay, so that's a repeat stuff from old posts. It's just recycling. Flames from all rigs, tornadoes, is it? And planes or something caught in the thing, weather balloons maybe.
O ET do Brasil, gente. Tá vendo aí?
That looks like a seagull flying past the building camera.
And I'm an astronaut. If this thing is a helicopter, then I am insomnia free. There is no way in hell. So.
Okay. He wants us to debunk it, obviously.
Pode deixar porque tem aí o cara que fechou a imagem, ó. Saiu em um monte de televisão americana, olha o pau que vai, ó.
Where is it?
Tem o ET de Varginha, agora tem o ET do Brasil, gente.
Still looks
tá
like
vendo aí,
a
Agostinho? O negócio é redondo.
Or a plane. I just don't see it on the footage.
I featured or hinted at in my recent Instagram post of what occurred over Brazil not too long ago, of what appears to be a white saucer-shaped object blasting its way through the sky, and that
looks like a Learjet. And when he blows it up,
reporters and local government people tried to say over and over was nothing.
So why don't they stick it through the plane finder app? So this is what really annoys me. All these Jamie, my son, idiots. I really hate ufology at times. These guys are just terrible. So how many views did he get on that? Let's see how much money he's made from it. 210,000 almost. So it's 13 minutes. I bet he's got various ads on it. I've got ad blocker so I can't see him, but he's probably got one at the beginning, one there, and probably one at the end. So that'd be 4. So that brings it up to 1 million views, and then halve it for ad blocks people out there. But these might be hardcore fans, and they may turn it off. So he could get anywhere between $1 per 1,000 views would be like the average, but yeah, $1,000 to $500. Not bad, is it, for one video? And all these idiots watching it. And that's just for ad money. And then you got him plugging all his merchandise. I suppose it's at the end here. Expert calculate the object was at speed twice the sound. Bull crap. There's no way they knew how fast that was going from a 2D video. No way. It was coming on an angle too. Line sods. Okay. You can see how they amped it up to make it look more like a UFO. There it is. Yeah, it's going to be a Learjet.
Then I am insomnia free. Post updates. We're almost to Instagram shop. I'll see you guys on Discord, Secureteam.com. Check out those news articles.
I bet you feel really embarrassed later, mate.
Love you guys. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you back in just a bit.
I'm a cult member of Secureteam. Yeah, so that's done for him. I suppose he's put out another one since. Oh yeah, he has too. What alien UFOs have been disproven. Oh, he's only done 8 minutes here, so you only better put one ad on the front. Oh, right, it's just doing news clip. Simple 5-second edit, probably. Now, let's have a quick look.
Kind of.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
friendly, by the way.
One of his quick
Pretty
videos just using news.
Agreed with him. He said, you know, some of these explanation for these logo design starting later this week.
That's what we were talking about. Okay, so enough of him. And last of all, we were trying to play him, weren't we? Let's see what I'll play now.
How to act on camera.
Yay!
And because he's such a shitty actor, this is the best he could do. This is awful. Yeah, I can't play anymore. But I'll put the link to this POS. I didn't have time to listen to it. I was getting my show set up.
See, like I said, it sounds like he's talking about himself here, and then I'll wrap up.
And then the camera stopped working, and I was working on that. So we'll have to go over that tomorrow in detail.
I'll probably upload it on YouTube.
This sucks. Doesn't it? No, really, doesn't it?
Doing it.
I think, Richard, you got it right, buddy.
Oh, no. What? Maybe we missed the beginning of it after all. Well, back to the circle gang. Yeah, it looks like he was talking about him there. He was really slanging him off at Corbell. And I thought, is he talking about himself or Corbell? Because what he was saying about Corbell sounded just like him. But anyway, go and check it out if you want to. You might be able to get it to play. I can't. This is ridiculous, right? We never had that problem with all the other videos. It's just this one. And I wonder if, actually, let's see if there's any of these other videos. Let's just double check, see if it does it on there. I think Google's up to something. Videos. Okay, that was that one. How about this one? Does that one play? See what I mean?
What if we're already in space?
Yeah, let's see if we can skim.
U.S. Navy warships.
That one's playing all right. It's just this one. No, it doesn't like that one, does it? Was that the one?
Again.
Yeah, I think it was.
2 hours ago. Here it is. 5 hours ago. This is the one. Is it?
He's in trouble finding. Anyway. Should have queued that one better. Sometimes it's better to rip it with this program here, Nimbus. You can create a little short video off the segment that you want to play. Then you don't have to worry about Google then and finding it. But yeah, I didn't have time to do that. But finish up there and we carry on next time. And don't forget, we got this special guest coming up for the weekend. Although if it will only suit UK, but I will re-air it the next day on YouTube. Premiere, what do you call it, premium or whatever, premiere. Yeah, so yeah, just watch out for that on Twitch or initially, or you can catch it up on going on YouTube, and hopefully we'll be on the side chat. But because of the time zones, I'm trying to make it nice for him. And make sure it's available for USA next time. Anyway, enough of UFOs Declassified. It's showing up all those idiots. Okay. And we say good night. And thanks for joining us, the two people. I'll see you there. And that's 3 hours. 3 hours of babble. We had a lot of problems here with playing the videos though, didn't we? There's always something. But do they fly with the batteries? What did I miss on that one? On the side chat, I don't. Seagull? Could be a seagull. Yeah, it was 100% seagull. What was after that one? Batteries. Oh right, LED balloons. Yes, they do. They do fly with the batteries. Generally watch batteries, and they end up in the sea, being swallowed by dolphins and all that, and fish, and all sorts of stuff. Terrible, isn't it? They should be banned. Anyway, I'm gonna end this.